Alright guys, this is a look at the Blue Marlin for the NES by Hot B. Now recently I played a game for the NES called Sinjin the Ruler. The day I bought that, I sat down that night and played it for a good 5 hours, and I must have started at 6 o'clock or so. Next thing I knew, it was like 11 or 11:30, and I was like, oh my god. So I like that game a lot. And anyways, that game was made by Hot B. It's a really good company. There's very few games on the NES by them, but the ones that were made here in America for the NES were really good. It's a Japanese company. Pretty sure it's Japanese company. So when I bought this Blue Marlin, the Blue Marlin the last time I was at Brian's, I was really excited because, I mean, this game might sell for $5 to $10, but it is kind of rare, and it's a very, very good fishing game. There's a lot of good, good controls, excellent music, cool graphics. I mean, this game has it all. So let's take a look at it here. And you can also get a code at the end of every day after your weigh-ins. You can have get a password and resume. So that's kind of cool. Should be Ass. It's a good name to be, anyways, especially when you're fishing. You start off in Florida. Now, I think you can make it all the way to Hawaii and other places if you catch so many pounds the way in. Anyways, Florida's got 3 places here. We got Miami, you got Palm Beach, we got Cape Canaveral. Now, Cape Canaveral's kind of open, a lot of open, more ocean. Palm Beach is kind of, a lot of docks there, a lot of beach, close-up front areas. And Miami's just got a lot of docks and a lot of places close to the road. So let's go ahead and check out Cape Canaveral here. Turn this up a bit so you can hear that great music. Alright, so as you play, you can see there's really cool little graphics. Some of these, there goes a school of fish. A lot of these graphics were used, Hot B makes really detailed. They take a lot of time with what they make. They like little details in their game. If you play Sinjin the Ruler, it's an economics game, but it's also kind of like Final Fantasy, closest thing to Final Fantasy Tactics there is on the NES. As far as when you go into your battle sequences, you have your archers that can shoot far, you have your, these little guys who can do different things, your tanks and whatnot. So in this game, it's nonetheless, like, you'll see a dock and there'll just be a little guy running on it for no reason right there. Just little details like that make these games great. So anyways, as you're playing this game, you're driving your little boat around. It's really fun to just drive the boat around. You can hear it. There's really good graphics with the boat, with the water behind it. Now you see behind it, that's my line back there. Now you can't bump into too much stuff, the boat will get damaged. So there's my line back there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around until I find some fish. And you want to get the line in the school of fish. You don't want to drive into the fish with your boat, because that will make the fish scatter, and it's pretty cool. So it will scatter. There's some rocks out there, there's some deep water. Yeah, sometimes I'll just leave this game on, like I'll be playing on the computer, and the last couple days, I'll just have this game on, listening to cool music. Maybe I'll catch a fish. Now there's a huge fish. That thing's a whale, probably. Like, if you're a pro, you could probably catch that thing. Or if you had 20 minutes to fish. Because it can take a long time to catch the fish sometimes. But I'm getting better at it. I've got the... Okay, now. Yes, I feel a bite on your rod. Okay, then here we go. A reels in. B moves the switch down there at the bottom. You can see it moving up and down. That's the tension. So here it's high tension, here it's low tension. Pull back, you're going to pull back on the rod. You can go left, you can go right. And it all factors in on how you're going to pull in the fish. Now your vitality meter, that's you. That's how much vitality you have left. The fish can wear you out pretty easily. And then you see on the fish on the right side, he's got 2 little stretch marks above his head. That means he's getting kind of tired. Once he has 1, 2, or 3. And 2's a pretty good amount. Once he has about 2, I kind of just get with a pattern of pulling back a little bit, reeling in, tightening up the line, letting him go, loosening the line, letting him go a little bit more. That'll also get your vitality back at the same time, and then it'll wear him out a bit. You can pull him in a bit more. You got your line down there. You want to keep getting that number lower. Now your rod can heat up. If it heats up, you'll have choices of a couple things to do. You can either douse it with water and cool it down. That might get you back in the fishing game. You could loosen the tension on it so it cools down, and loosen the coil or something. You have like 4 options you can do. Bam, got him. Now I'll tell you what, it took me a good 2 or 3 times just to be able to get the pattern down, because first you're like, okay, what am I doing? You push B once and you can hold it in to adjust it up. But if you push it again, it changes to adjusting down. Now that was a pretty crappy fish right there. But whatever. You only shoot for like 300 to 500 pound fish, 800 pound fish, something like that. If you run into a school of fish, like I said before, they'll little scatter away and they'll make a little animation. It's pretty cool. So while you're fishing, if you catch actually the blue marlin, you will jump out of the water, and that can actually tug your line back, which is pretty crappy. It's really tough. But the regular fish, you want to shoot for a good amount of fish, and by the end of the day, oh, and there's your sun down there, and you kind of watch the sun. You can see what time it is, you see how close the sun is, how hot it is. All those things matter, and where the fish are going to be, how big the fish are going to be, where they're going to be at. There's a lot of detail in this game. There's just a huge statistics board set up that you don't even see ever. You just have to kind of figure out what it is by just working and trial and error. You know, like I said before, they made that Senjin the Ruler game. That was, you know, one of those Japanese economic dynasty games, whatever you want to call those things. And they're just really complicated to begin with. I mean, just the statistics that are all set up. It's kind of, if you look at it from that kind of point, you can see that this game's kind of set up the same way. There's just so many statistics, so many things factor in on gameplay. So I'm just kind of getting the fish tired. Now see how that line is really tugging in his mouth there? That means the hook was about to come out like it did on the lower right. The line was shaking a lot. You know, that's just another thing that you gotta watch. If that line's shaking, look at that. Now it's not a game over, but sure looks like it, huh? Alright. It's got a great intro, you know, it's great everything about this game. Man, I know it's a fishing game and all, but I'll tell you what. The fun that I have in fishing, going out into nature, fishing, stuff like that, just to be in there, I get that out of this game as far as an NES game. I can put this NES game, I can drive my boat down at the end of a dock, and, you know, just chill out there for like a bit, you know, maybe play on the computer a bit, clean some games. Alright, so here we are in Palm Beach. So yeah, like I could just park up here, you know, I could pretend there's a bunch of chicks on the beach. I just hang right here, watch those guys karate fighting up there. And if I want to, I can just sit there and I can just have a good time, you know, do whatever. A fish is gonna come along eventually, and when it does, it's not like I have to be there. It'll come up on the screen, boom, something's bit your rod. You've got a bite on the line or whatever. You know, a little car just drove by up there. Yeah, I like all the little random stuff that's going on. It's like that would have probably went right into my line. But yeah, out of these 3 zones, once you catch enough fish, every day, you weigh them in. Like there's some deep water there, you get some good deep water there. Every day you weigh them in. If you get over, I think, 800 pounds or so, you can advance to the next, well, there's very deep water. You can advance to like some other places. I hear you go to Hawaii, and it's like 3 fishing zones there, and then another place. So there might be six to 9 actual fishing zones to go to, and they're all cool little places like this. Now there's a Blue Marlin there, and you often see them chasing schools of fish like that. See that Blue Marlin right there? Now let's see if it is the Blue Marlin I caught. If it is, he's gonna put up a good fight. I've caught 1 Blue Marlin before, but it was like a 200 or 300 pound one, and take those shots that you get when you see it going down fast. You know you can get a good 20 to 30 feet, and then you can just let him go again. Get your vitality back. Make sure the line doesn't break. You know, make sure he doesn't get away. You just kind of watch those things. Because the line, it'll break fast. You'll lose him. He'll jump out. Coil overheat. You know, all those things that happen when you're fishing. I'm not the best here, so. I'm able to get this fish in a little bit. I've had fished before, and it's a lot like fishing. I mean, you adjust your line like this, and got him. No, it's not a Blue Marlin. Blue Marlin actually jumps out, so you see the graphic right there of the fish. It's really good graphics on the fish too, and then sticks the spear right through his mouth. Another 100-pounder out of it. That explains why these are so easy. Because honestly, that was a pretty easy time getting those 2 guys in. Some of them are really hard. 300. Like I sat there for 20 minutes one time just reeling in a 500-pound fish with this guy up there dancing. He's moonwalking and stuff up there in the corner. Alrighty. Oh, and here, you can go into the dock, and boat can be damaged too. I don't know where the dock is, but there is a dock. Here's the status screen. You get information, player information. You have levels, muscle power, body strength, skills. This all comes from, you know, just fishing. Just keep fishing, keep your information. There's your line. You can set your line tests, your line strengths, what time it is, so you can keep an eye on the time. I'm just getting into all this stuff, and I've been playing for quite a few days now. I'm using a feather lure. You got like 5 lures you can use. You can have a float, or you can sink on the bait. You can use fresh bait. Select the line, set the line, select the lure, select the depth of the lure, all that stuff. So you can really go out there and find some interesting fish in this game, and I think there's like 12 different fish or something. I was reading the strategy guide, so yeah. If you like cool games, check this game out, guys. Alright, I'll see you later. Have fun with the 15-minute video. Peace.